It's Danny Flexen here for Seconds Out. Delighted to be joined by unified welterweight world champion Natasha Jonas. Tash, how you doing?
I'm good. All right.
Yeah, glad to hear it. Coming off another big win, unifying titles against Ivana Habazin this time around. Watching on TV, it looked fairly comfortable. One of your best performances as a pro. How did it feel in there?
Um, yeah, was comfortable. Sometimes Joe doesn't like to tell me how comfortable it is because he knows I can switch off and start like, oh, the lights are nice, and so yeah, he'll be like, oh, I might have give her that round, so it keeps me on my toes. But um, yeah, I think after round four, she didn't really want to engage, so it was chat about just being patient and waiting for her to come and counter an attack.
Do you feel this is your weight now, welterweight, your perfect weight?
I think probably 140, 147. I think 140, even in the amateurs, was my best weight. It's just that because of the way the Olympics was, I had to go down. But yeah, I think 140, 147 is what I'm more comfortable at. And yeah, I'm healthy. I'm like I can eat comfortably and I can make the weight very well.
And did she do anything, Habazin, in there that surprised you, or was she better or worse than you were anticipating?
Like I said, I thought she'd come out a bit more and stick it on me a bit more.
Mm.
But again, she did have goes in parts, but then I think like after the round four where she was hit, that she just thought, oh, I won't do that again. So yeah, it made it a bit more of a thinking game.
Do you think that was part of the reason you didn't end up getting the stoppage was because you hurt her so early on?
I remember Joe shouting, just reset," because it was so early in the fight. Her fitness had helped her recover. If
Mm.
that was in round eight, she'd have probably got stopped. But I think while you're still fit and fresh, you can recover quite well. And Joe didn't want me to punch myself out and then or get caught with some stupid shot because I was eager to stop her. So he was like, just forget it, it's gone, just reset. I remember him saying that.
And then a lot was made in the build-up of the future fight between yourself and Lauren Price, which has since been confirmed. Did you end up watching any of her fight on the undercard? Because obviously you were still getting ready for your fight.
Yeah, no, I didn't watch any of the fight. It probably went how I expected it to go. I think I was watching the bits of the McKenna fight because obviously then I'm just getting my hands wrapped up and stuff. So I'd stopped watching after I think round eight of McKenna, or yeah, round eight of McKenna.
I think you made the right decision. The McKenna fight was a cracker.
Yeah, yeah, it was a good fight. And to be fair, I think everyone knew that was going to be a good fight. There was lots of animosity. It was good build up. It was genuine dislike, I think, definitely from one side anyway. And it turned out to be a cracking fight.
Do you think, in hindsight, putting you and Lauren on the same bill, obviously in your hometown, unified the belts in the main event, that's all kind of worked well to hype up the next thing?
I think it was done like that on purpose. That was the whole point, I think. So yeah, there was no secret that it was called Collision Course for a reason, and it made sense to have us both on.
And now it's been confirmed March the 7th, the day before International Women's Day as well. So all women's cards, second time Sky Sports and Boxer have done that, of course. The first being Clarissa Shields, Savannah Marshall at the top of that one. How proud are you to be in the main event of that type of show and on that date as well?
Yeah, I think I didn't realise it was International Women's Day, which is probably why the 7th of March is such a key date. But yeah, it's a historic venue. So it's you know history, a depth of history, and yeah, I think it's a great venue to be involved in. One of the ones that you can tick off your list, like your York Halls, like your homes and your Echo Arenas and your Manchesters. So yeah, it'd be great, and it's a I say good monumentous occasion as well to be celebrated in style.
And you've always been a pioneer in female sport. You were Miss GB, of course, back on the Team GB days. And now you get to head up a card that's completely female talent. That must be a proud moment because it continues something that you've been striving for a long time.
I think more than anything, it just shows how far it's come.
Mm.
The insistence on platforms to push women's sports and the support of promoters and, young girls now in amateur and professional. One, they've got a choice of whether they want to be amateur or pros, but they've got clear pathways to both. And, when I started out, there definitely wasn't that clear pathway either which way. And I think, for someone like Jane Couch, even looking now, she must think, okay, yeah, it's come a long way since when she started, and she's the real pioneer.
Yeah, yeah, she is. I think that TV series about her journey is coming out next year. I have to check with her about that, but I'm pretty sure that was the case last time we spoke. But don't belittle your own achievements as well. You've in certain recent history, you've done a hell of a lot, especially in this country for female boxing. Um, Lauren Price is obviously I don't know, the heir apparent in boxers' eyes, perhaps in Sky Sports' eyes as well. You're there to show her that maybe it's not quite ready for you to move aside just yet. Um, the clip between the two of you immediately after the fight, I think, I don't know if I'd say it's gone viral, but it certainly attracted a lot of views. Was that planned beforehand? Did you know that, obviously, you probably knew she was going to jump in the ring, but did you know you were going to have this kind of back and forth interview?
No, I didn't. I didn't. I knew she was going to get in the ring. Like I say, it was collision course for a reason. As long as we both won our fight, we knew what was going to happen. But yeah, I just thought, yeah, she. I wouldn't say she got under my skin a little bit, but like it was my time, and she piped up, and she thought she could outwit me, and she couldn't.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely had the killer lines. I think most people would agree. The you're not much better than Terry Harper being one, and what was it, Olympic gold medalist, but only once all the other good fighters had gone. Was
Well,
that about right?
yeah, I think. Well, I mean, who knows? But if Clarissa's still there, if Savannah's still there, is she even on the team? Does she even go? Does she win gold? Probably not. And that's the way I feel.
Do you feel she's done enough as a pro so far to earn this chance against you?
Um, I mean, she's a world champion, so yeah, yeah, but she was given the Jessica McCaskill fight that I made for myself.
Mm.
It was a poor Jessica McCaskill, and I think even she'd admit that. I think the last time she had a decent fight was either Brockhouse or Katie Taylor 3 years previous. I think, the McCaskill that for Chantel and Sandy was really poor, and it was even worse um for Price. So, you know, yeah, personally, I thought there was bigger fights out there for me. The rematch with Michaela Mayer, the fight with Katie. I've never hid away and shied away from any of them. Both tried to get both fights on, and Boxer and Price think different. So that she's just a stepping stone again.
Is there a level of disappointment then? Because Boxer, let's not beat around the bush, they're your promoter too. But it was, as you said to us before, a condition of your extension that a Lauren Price fight would be part of it. Are you a little disappointed they seem to be favouring her, if you like?
I'm not disappointed. I get it. I get it, but they'll be sadly mistaken. That's all I can say.
When you say you get it, is that because she's younger, she's got a more recent profile from the Olympics? Why do you think they're
But
going in
I
her
think
kind of
that
corner?
I think that the feeling is, Tasha's on her way out, and it's like I think I've heard the term passing the baton kind of fight, but I'm keeping hold of the baton. It's not getting passed anywhere. So, yeah, if that's their thinking, then they'll be sadly mistaken. I've always said an active Natasha is a dangerous one, and keep telling me I can't, and I'll keep proving that I can.
And onto the fight itself, what do you think will be the main things that prove the difference on the night?
I think ring IQ. I think experience. She probably thinks. What did she say? Speed. She probably thinks her speed will overcome anything I've got, but and I probably think power as well.
Yeah, well, they say timing beats speed as well, and I'm sure you've encountered plenty of fast opponents in the past and worked out a way to negate that.
Listen, there's no faster hands in the professional game than Katie Taylor's. I don't think so. You know, if I can stand there and counter Katie and trade with Katie, then I don't think Lauren Price is going to be an issue.
And what are the kind of key ambitions for the rest of the year after Lauren Price, if all goes your way?
Just again, I think there's you win that fight, and there's technically two undisputed fights you could potentially be in. One being Katie, one being a Michaela Mayer, which is the fight that I wanted anyway. So, and yeah, so but again, like I said before, it's not about. I don't want to look too far into the future. Just concentrate. I'm going to have a good Christmas, and then I come back and concentrate on Lauren.
Great stuff.